Imagine only being 15 years old and being forced to marry someone twice your age. Shouldn't this disturb us? I'm an advocate for child's rights, and those rights consist of children being able to have decisions over their bodies and who they choose to spend the rest of their life with. In a few moments, I will address the problem with child marriage, the impact that child marriage has on a child's young development, and a solution to help aid children in making sure they feel comfortable to report child marriage. Let's start with the problem itself: young people getting married. Young girls tend to be married under the ages of 16 in the United States. According to Rachel Schuman, in child marriage laws in the United States, between 2000 and 2015, approximately 20,000 girls found themselves being married at the ages of 16 and younger than the United States. 20,000. Children have to mature at a very young age. With so much going on with their lives being changed in the blink of an eye, they don't have much time to grasp themselves. They don't have the time to sit there and think about how this could impact their lives later on. According to Nicholas Sierra of Child Marriage and Constitution of Childhood in the United States, he states that marriage kept children from their innocence. It made older people, adult people, feel as though they have a right over someone's body, though they have a right over someone's choices and decisions. According to the authors of the article Right to Consent, marriage prevents children from being able to make lifelong decisions affecting them, such as sexual health and living rights, all decisions that help them out in the future. Young children tend to be exposed to sexually transmitted diseases and sexual trauma when married at a young age to someone that is much, much older than them, someone who can take advantage of them. Is there any hope? With your help, there just might be. We might be able to change the law, implementing ways that children can find the resources to help themselves if they find themselves in a situation where they are not able to consent to marriage, or if they consent to marriage just from their free will. They have the resources available to help them. There are organizations dedicated to advocating children's rights and their rights to consent to marriage. According to the article Right to Consent, there is a campaign that is dedicated to children being able to consent to marriage if they feel it, and also being educated on what it means to be married at a young age, what their rights look like, and so on. With this campaign put in set, this will bring awareness to all of the possibilities that comes along with being in child marriage, as well as the dangers. According to Koski and Hyman in Child Marriage in the United States, as of December 2017, 14 states in the United States, 14 states has bills that are put in place to make sure that children do not have consent over their bodies and who they choose to get married to. They also prevent minors from obtaining marriage licenses or any additional restrictions that pertain to child marriage. With the help of the organizations, these efforts will help to keep the innocence of our children and making sure they are educated about child marriage and everything that comes along with it. There must be a need for dedication for these children. These children need us. According to authors of the article Child Marriage Laws Around the World, with a combination of research, case studies, and economic contribution, these will influence the changes of the laws needed to make sure that child marriage is banned. With the time and effort we put into these children and these laws, we can make sure that children get their lives back. We need a better and safer environment for our children. So paint this picture. I once saw a documentary about a 15-year-old girl who was married to a man 5 times her age. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what I would do at a young age like that, marrying a man that was 5 times my age, older than my parents. Towards the end of the documentary, I saw this girl actually really love this man, but I couldn't help to think, was she coerced? Did she really love him? Was she brainwashed? According to Elizabeth Nahama and Child Early and Forced Marriages in the Commonwealth, girls do have the right to consent to marriage and education. However, the United States is responsible for any sexual trauma or trauma in that matter that happens to these young girls. No child should feel helpless or hopeless when defeating the system, when combating the system. There needs to be laws put in place that are prepared to prevent children from getting married, whether it be coerced into getting married or brainwashing them and feeling that they have to be married. According to the Office of Lived Experience of Child Marriage in U.S. American Systems, according to the authors of Lived Experience of Child Marriage in the U.S., American states struggle to pass laws to prevent children from getting married. Let's bring it back, shall we? Today, I covered the problems with child marriage, the impact it has on the young development regarding a child, and the solutions for organizations to help bring children together and knowing about child marriage and what it can do to them. These children need our help. They need our lives. They need someone who cares about them. They don't need someone who's going to take advantage of them. They deserve to live healthy and happy lives. They deserve to only stress about getting A's in school. With your help, we can restore lives and we can prevent trauma. These kids deserve everything. Let's help them. Thank you.